The Lunch Club can confirm that a 57 years old Zimbabwean care worker has been jailed for what has been described as one of the most appalling, unbelievable behavior that anyone, especially someone that works with vulnerable people, can ever display. A lot of people have been coming up with different explanations for this Zimbabwean brother's shocking and incomprehensible behavior. Some people say it is the work of the devil, while some people say it is the people from his village in Bolivar that have followed this brother all the way to the United Kingdom. This brother does not have any criminal record. He has never been in trouble with the law before. If you know anyone who works in the care sector in the Western world, or anyone who has young children, kindly ensure that they see this video, because there are valuable lessons that can be learned from the story of our brother Nelson Ngobe, who is 57 years of age. There are lots of people like this brother still out there. That is why a video like this will help. This brother, he works in the care sector as a mental health care assistant. He was working in SS, where he was working in the mental health ward. This guy, he was given the responsibility of looking after a patient who was detained under the Mental Health Act. This guy, he was doing long shift. His agency will send our brother Nelson to the place to come and do long shift. He would pick 12-hour shift. After some time, people started noticing that brother Nelson, he likes to go to this very particular hospital. He always preferred to go there. And people were wondering, what is the attraction? What is attracting our brother Nelson to this hospital? By the time you find out what Nelson did, you will be shocked. And let me know whether you think that this is the work of the devil, as some people are claiming, or spiritual attack, or you think that this guy is somebody who deserves to be locked up for good. This guy was assigned to look after a patient, and this patient, she has been detained under the Mental Health Act. Brother Nelson became friends with this patient. Sometime he would be friends with the patient. He started touching the patient. Oh, you look nice. Oh, you look nice. Before he was giving this lady compliment, and the staff in the hospital, they thought he was just giving this patient compliment, or just a patient. He was trying to be friendly with the patient. They didn't know that our brother Nelson, he has a nefarious motive. This brother became friends with this patient to the point where the patient, like whenever this guy is on shift, the patient is smiling, happy. One day, brother Nelson knows that where he works, there are CCTV cameras everywhere in the world to monitor patients. This brother, because he has worked in that hospital for a long time, he then discovered in the hospital that, yes, there are CCTV cameras everywhere in the hospital. However, there are blind spots. Our brother Nelson discovered the blind spot. There are some places in the hospital where the camera does not cover. As soon as the brother discovered this location, he started planning. He went to work. He was planning day and night, strategizing how is he going to do what he was going to do. Before you know what was happening, brother Nelson started having sexual intercourse with this patient. He started having sex with this patient in hospital. Before you know what was happening, the patient started smiling. They saw the changes in the patient attitude. The patient, every time the patient comes, the patient will smile. Ha ha ha, ha. The patient that was aggressive before, because Brother Nelson was not having sex with this patient, the patient changed attitude completely. The patient attitude was smiling, happy, friendly with workers at work. Bro, before you know what was happening, people did not suspect. This thing that I'm telling you now, it went on for 3 years. The devil did not come to our brother's head for him to have senses that he is having sex. This brother is 57 years old. 3 years more, he'll be 60 years old. This brother did not come to his senses that this thing that I'm doing, it is wrong. I am not supposed to be doing this thing. I am a healthcare worker. I'm not supposed to be having sex with my patient. This brother was having, this guy was telling his agency, send me to that hospital. I prefer to go to that hospital. People were wondering what is attractive. This brother went further. When he's not working, he will tell this patient, send me some sexy picture. The patient will send Brother Nelson pictures, explicit pictures of herself. Nelson will look at it. Oh, I love this. I can't wait to come to the hospital tomorrow. The lady will say, Nelson, let me see your cucumber. But Nelson will then bring pictures out, go somewhere, take pictures of his cucumber and send it to the woman. Say, oh, you see that? I can't wait to give you that when I come to the hospital tomorrow. The woman was happy. People were wondering, why is it that this patient, when Nelson is not working, the patient is very aggressive. But when Nelson is working, the patient is smiling, happy, happy, happy. That was when people now say, this is something is going on here. They started suspecting, and before you know what was happening, the word started going out that, Nelson is not just a healthcare worker. He's coming here to do healthcare, but at the same time, he is giving this woman injection. That is why when Nelson is not working, this woman is unhappy. They see changes in the woman's behavior. That is when the trust now said, this is happening in this hospital. We suspect we need to lay surveillance for our brother Nelson Ungobe. They started suspecting this guy and discovered that blind spot and the female toilet where he prefers to take this lady to at night, they lay surveillance there and make sure that there is hidden camera in that blind spot, not the patient toilet, in the blind spot. But Nelson did not know that the hospital, they are already after him with the police. He went to that corner. He came to work. He went to that corner. Hey, babe, he was telling the patient, let's go to that corner, our favorite joint. Let's go there. Let's our happy corner. He took the patient to the corner. That is when they saw it on camera that this guy is not just a healthcare worker, he's a healthcare worker who likes to do happy hours as well when when he's on the shift. Brother Nelson was arrested. When the guy was taken to court, Brother Nelson just said, you know what? It's not my fault. It's the devil's fault. I have never been in trouble before. Imagine leaving your children with Nelson. Leaving your daughter, your daughter, say, go and stay with Uncle Nelson, I'm going to work. And you think that your children, Uncle Nelson is a respected man and is somebody that you believe that you will never do anything like that. There are lots of people like Nelson out there. A man who could not control his urge for 3 years. 3 years. The devil did not enter his head once. Between 2020 and 2023, my brother was just firing. Go to the work, fire. He didn't come to his senses. And now Brother Nelson is now saying that it is the devil that got into him, and that is why he had sex with a patient at work. What is your view? We are talking about the causation. Now, what do you think pushed a man who hasn't got criminal record, a man who has never been in trouble with the law before, to the point where he went to work For 3 years, he was just giving the patient injection every time, having sex with his own patient, a patient that he was supposed to be looking after. Do you think that this is the work of the devil? Right? Yes, if you believe it's the work of the devil. If you believe that Brother Nelson is a predator, a sexual predator who deserves to be castrated and locked away, let me know what your views are in the comment section. Our brother from Bolivar was sentenced yesterday in Ipswich Magistrate Court, and he will be going in for a long time. He wasn't sentenced because he was trying to make extra money. He was sentenced because he was having sex with patients in hospital for 3 years. And the patient said that you exploited my vulnerability. At the most vulnerable time in my life, when I depended on you to care for me, you exploited me. I was isolated. I needed, for my family, I needed compassion. And instead, you took advantage of me and you exploited my vulnerability. What is your view? Do you think that this is the work of the devil, or do you think that our brother himself is a devil as well? If you have young children, you are leaving them with people, you have to be very careful. A man who can have sex for 3 years with a patient in hospital, if you leave your young children with this kind of man, only you will blame yourself. I am telling you, there are a lot of people like this guy here. This is a man who hasn't committed any crime before, but today he has been sentenced for having sex with his patient. Let me know what your views are in the comment section. If you don't believe it's a work of the devil, type no. The man deserves to be castrated. If you believe it's the work of the devil, let me know. Some people said it's the people from his village. They followed him to the UK and they decide to attack this guy. Don't forget to share this video with anyone that you know will benefit. Give it a like if you've seen any value. Our brother Nelson Ungobe was sent